Hello, lovelies, and welcome back to Zanschlu Gaming. So this is going to be my first IndieBox video. IndieBox is a subscription service I started a few months back where they send you like a box collector's edition of a game every month, and it's just, you know, different random game. They actually let you know what the game is like at the beginning of the month, which I find that's kind of cool. Just, you know, lets you build up a little hype. And I was super excited when I found out about IndieBox that the first game I'd be getting was Axiom Verge, because this is actually a game I had really wanted to get. I just, you know, hadn't gotten around to it. And so I was super hyped to be getting this. And I remember the day when, like, it was supposed to arrive, I was really upset because, like, the mail box, like, had an error or something, and it, like, got kind of lost in limbo for another couple of weeks, and I was super frustrated because there was like a LAN, and I was looking forward to be like, oh, I'm gonna get my IndieBox, I'm gonna go down to the LAN, I'm just gonna sit there and play my new game, it's gonna be great. But anyway, I'm getting off track. I'm gonna go ahead and start with what's in the box. So I got some pictures here. They're not very high quality, and I apologize for that. I just kind of took them with my phone. I don't really have anything better. Next week, for the other IndieBox that I'm going to go over, I'm going to go ahead and try to record it with my phone, just to see if the quality seems alright and if that works a little better. It'll definitely help me kind of keep track of what exactly I've already talked about better. But, so yeah, the contents of the box. So, you get couple of stickers. You know, one of them's IndieBox, and it's always kind of designed and themed around whatever game it is, so that's kind of cool. No idea what I'm going to do with them because I don't really have anywhere to put stickers, but for now it can live its life in the box, kind of keep the collector's thing together. Got the soundtrack. I didn't actually open this one because the soundtrack was also on the USB for this one, so didn't bother opening it. Really good soundtrack, nice and eerie, which, you know, this game does a good job of matching the feel that it was going for. Then got the instruction manual. So like all your old school games, you know, the manual has controls, stuff about the characters, enemies, weapons, what have you. So that's always cool to go through. And then there's the USB cartridge, and so it's just like a little square USB with a little part that flips up, you know, plugs in. And I find these really cool. They actually switched away from these cartridge-style USBs to, like, little character rubber USBs, which those are okay, but I actually prefer the cartridge ones. I wish they stuck to doing the cartridge-style ones, but the nice thing about this is it's a DRM-free copy of the game, so you just, you know, you can plug it in and install it on as many computers as you want, and, you know, share it with friends, which I've actually done with a couple friends with this game who kind of wanted to check it out, like Metroid stuff. So that's really cool. The game also, like, so if you decide not to open up the box, they also include a Steam code, so you can just redeem the Steam code. And I'm actually holding on to all those Steam codes, and I'm doing giveaways. So more about that at the end of the video, though. Last couple of things in the box. We got, there's like a little figurine statue bookend of one of the characters. At first, I was kind of like, like, not playing the game. It's not the most appealing thing, but, like, the longer I've had it, the more I've played the game, the more, like, kind of appeal I've grown for the little bookend here. It's charming in a way, even if it is kind of weird at first. And then there's a map. I've actually avoided looking at this as much as possible because I don't want to, like, spoil anything of the game to me or, like, you know, have knowledge of, like, where to go in any form. I want to just get that, you know, genuine experience of exploring and figuring out where to go by myself. But I like it. Like, I think it's really cool that it came with a map. And, you know, if I ever get stuck or after I've beaten the game and I just kind of want to go back and find everything, I can kind of use the map to tell, like, what areas I don't have totally complete and, like, what I might kind of expect to find there. So I'm hoping it has, you know, more information than just general map. Like I said, I avoided looking at it just in case there are, like, oh yeah, there's a power up here, because, you know, I don't want to be going out of my way for power-ups that, like, I knew about before even playing the game. I want to just discover that stuff. And then the last thing is they always include like a little newsletter. This so like the first couple of pages are like what Indie Box is, like what's in the box kind of information. There's usually like a couple other things. This one had a thank you to Pro Jared, who had done a video about Indie Box, and they got a lot more subscribers, and you know, it helped them kind of build their subscriber base for their thing. So they put like a little thank you in there for him. I thought that was kind of cool. That's actually how I found out about Indie Box. But yeah, so that's the box. That's the contents. I actually really look forward to getting these every month, even when it's a game I've never heard of. So, you know, hopefully this kind of seems kind of cool. It's not too expensive. It's like $25, $30. I know they upped the subscription fee recently, but like past subscribers, as long as they stay subscribed, keep the old rate. So, you know, I don't plan on canceling anytime soon because, like I said, I look forward to getting these. But, yeah, just keep that in mind. It's not too expensive. And, like, you know, the game itself, you know, you think about it like, okay, it's probably like a $15 game generally. And then you have to kind of be like, all right, well, it'd be maybe like $5 for the soundtrack, like, by itself digitally. So, like, you know, you're paying a little extra for, like, a couple of things that are kind of cool. Like, if it's a game that doesn't really appeal to you, it might be a little disappointing to just be like, oh, well, I had no interest in this game, and, like, the thing that came with it is just kind of, like, weird. Like, you know, like I said, the statue, it's kind of weird and and at first I wasn't, like, too impressed by it. But, like I said, it did grow on me as I've played more of the game and kind of had it around more often. But like I said, at first it was just kind of like, whatever. But it's still cool to, like, get these. So, moving on to the game itself. Honestly, I don't have a lot to say on this one. If you saw my, like, announcement video earlier this year, I had a little bit of gameplay of it. So, not gonna say a lot. Basically, this game it's the perfect homage to Super Metroid in a way. I'm a huge fan of Metroid games. I've played almost every one of them, and I was really looking forward to this game because of, you know, I like Metroid games. It's a Metroidvania. I'd heard some good stuff about it previously. It looked really cool. So it nails that same atmosphere that Metroid does of, like, kind of like you're exploring and you're isolated and it's like dark and foreboding, but still like you want to explore. It's like a mystery, like what's in the world kind of thing. So I really like that it has that same atmosphere. And then, you know, other than that, it's run around, jump and shoot. But there are some really unique things to this game that I think makes it stand out above some of the other stuff out there. One of them I actually get at the beginning of when I was recording this. It's the Access Disruptor. And what it does is there's, like, certain things that you can corrupt or, like, decorrupt in the world. So, like, the area you get it, you use it to, like, make some platforms appear. Basically, you're, like, finding areas that are kind of glitchy and you can change them. You can use it on enemies, and different enemies, it'll have different effects. There's some enemies where they just kind of glitch out and they just stay in one spot. There's one enemy that when you glitch it, all of that same enemy, like throughout that room, will all get glitched out, and when you destroy one of them, all of them explode simultaneously. The downside to this is you can't get hit by the explosion, but of course the obvious upside is all the enemies died. There's also a, like, hive thing that'll shoot out, like, little bee enemies, but if you corrupt that, instead of shooting out bee enemies, it just shoots out health. So it adds this kind of new dynamic of, like, you don't really have to use it to, like, glitch stuff out. But if you do, there's a lot of, like, really interesting stuff you can find that can be really useful. And then this game also has some different weapons that are kind of cool. The ones that I primarily use in this, I use, like, the basic gun just because it has really good range, it has great rate of fire, it's really fast. There's one that I kind of use to try to hit stuff around corners usually. It shoots out, like, one pellet and then you hit it again to, like, detonate it, and it'll do, like, a little AoE thing when you detonate. And then there's one that's like a close-range electrical burst. something about that weapon is just really gratifying. I don't know if it actually does more damage or if it just feels like it does because of how like quick and bursty it is. But the thing I actually like the most about it is you can shoot it through walls. So you can like sit somewhere safe and take out enemies without having to worry about getting hit by anything. So that's another cool thing. One area I did discover, I found like a hidden like glitch area with my access disruptor, and when I went into there, like the screen flashes and everything kind of looks like it's on an old TV, and at first it was really jarring, but yeah, that's actually how it's just supposed to be. Like, I kind of got used to it as I was exploring that zone, but at first it was just like, oh god, my eyes, what just happened? So it's a really cool game. It definitely has that feel of Super Metroid, and it has its own unique mechanics, but if you're a Metroid fan, I think you would easily find love for this game. I've watched I watched a speedrun, kind of. I was doing some other stuff, but I was kind of, paying attention to it on the side, and there's a lot of, like, really cool other stuff you can get in the game, and I look forward to getting further on, because, like in Metroid, you can't really crawl, but it doesn't have, like, a morph ball per se, but it has, like, a little thing you can, like, throw out, and then you later get the ability to teleport to that object that you throw out, so you can kind of use that to get to hidden areas and stuff. So, like I said, I look forward to checking out some more of the stuff in the game like that. But you can drill through walls, which is kind of cool. A little tedious, and you can't always tell where, like, there's, of course, hidden stuff, so you'll see me a lot of times, I'll just be jumping around a room, just drilling at everything. I'll be jumping around a room, shooting the access disruptor at everything, trying to find hidden glitches. So, there's a lot of different ways to explore the game world, and I find that awesome. So, that's Axiom Verge. If you're interested in the game, like I just mentioned at the beginning, these do come with a Steam code, and since I always go ahead and open the box so that I install the DRM free version, I've been saving those codes so that I could do giveaways. So, as my first, like, official giveaway, I guess just leave a comment, let me know kind of what you think, how you think I should structure these, and let me know if these Indie Box videos are interesting to you. I'll, of course, be doing a couple more, and every Indie Box I'll be doing a giveaway for that game as long as they have the Steam codes. But, yeah, leave a comment, and for everyone that leaves a comment, I'll basically just go find a random number generator and, do like a raffle. But you gotta leave a comment to get in the raffle, so let me know what you think. Do give me some feedback, check out the Steam group, check out the Facebook, subscribe if you liked anything you've seen here. This whole month, basically, like next few weeks, is going to be pretty much nothing but these Indie Box videos. I want to kind of catch up with my backlog of them. Like I said, I subscribed a few months back. So next one's going to be Freedom Planet. So keep an eye out for that. The only exception to that is if my newest Indie Box comes in before, like between me recording these, I'll be doing it on the newest one. So as soon as that one comes in, that'll be the next video. But until then, I'll be going in the order that I got them. So the next few are going to be Freedom Planet, Armello, and then Nuclear Throne. And for Nuclear Throne, I actually have an extra code. So I'll be doing 2 giveaways for that one. So look forward to those. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm trying to build the channel, so it'd be really nice to kind of get some more word out there. I know one person keeps commenting on these. I really appreciate that. So shout out to you. You know who you are. And hey, if no one else ends up coming across this video, free games for you for a while, right? But let's hope that things kind of grow, because I would like to see this channel grow and actually kind of have a bit of a community. And I'm trying to interact more. It's hard to come up with stuff to post every week, other than just like what game should I play next. It's hard to kind of post about what I'm currently playing because most of what I'm doing is Final Fantasy XIV, the MMO. But we'll see. I'll figure something out to kind of try to get that going a little more. So until next week, have a great day, and see you then.